and good morning, and welcome to the Tammie Tubbs Show, the show where we celebrate you. It's your time, it's your season to be the best that God has called you to be. Now, today's show, we're going to focus on school, community, and work. You as parents, how we can bridge together to make this world a better place. I have experts here with me, Miss Marie Brooks of the First Family Resource Center in Oktibbeha County. She's going to bring you some wisdom and some knowledge of how you can make your life better than what it is. Tune in. We'll be right back.
Yeah, celebration time. Ooh, yeah. It's a celebration day.
Hey, we're back and we're celebrating you. The best is yet to come. You know what? I just want to send hugs and kisses to all of you for your love, your support, and your encouragement. Well, let's shift over to Miss Brooks. Hi, good morning. How are you, Miss Brooks?
Good morning.
You look lovely as ever.
Thank you.
And Miss Lyria, thank you for joining us. Look, a native of Brazil, are you?
Yes, I'm from Brazil.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for joining us as well. Miss Brooks, what does your daily routine consist of as you're empowering the community on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I have to have a cup of coffee with my husband before I leave home in the morning, of course. And I come to the Starkville School District's Department of Family Centered Programs. The Oktibbeha County Families First Resource Center is where I'm currently employed. And it's exciting. Just as you walk in the front door of Emerson Family School, which is at 1504 Louisville Street, the old third grade school building.
I remember that.
Yes. And we walk in the door, you got three well-equipped classrooms where we host our GED classes and other classes, other activities. Those rooms are available to use. And you come down the hall a little piece, and there's the resource library, which has from die cut machines, all kinds of books for children, books on healthy marriage, parenting, fatherhood, abstinence, all kind of games, music, just a host of resources that families can check out up to 10 days. They can keep them longer. They just let us know that they're going to keep them longer. It is a lending library, and all resources are free.
Amen. Amen. That's wonderful. Now, Lyra, you actually had the opportunity to utilize these resources. Tell us a little bit about you and how the Family Resource Center has been a blessing to your family.
Yes, I have a lot of thanks to Ms. Brooke. I participate at least in 3 different programs, even start, that they take care of my children. I have 2 boys, so they take care of my children for a couple of hours so I can work and some of projects or something that I want to study in the future. And then I have my older boy who goes to the project tab. So they do some education programs with him for his age. He's a preschool boy, and I take some ESL classes because I'm from Brazil, so it's always good to learn more about the language.
Now, the ESL class or the English as a second language, right, Ms. Brooks?
Yes, that's English as a second language, and it meets every, third Friday of the month?
I think the first and the third.
First and third Friday. And now, in addition to that, we have what we call the playpen. And while families are working on projects, or while families need to go on a doctor's appointment, they just simply need to take a break from their children because that may be stressful to them. Then they can bring their children to the playpen for that length of time. In addition, they can come back to the library and check resources out. And so it's just a wonderful place to come. And, of course, we have spaces on one end of the building that houses over 120 preschoolers, 6 weeks to 5 years of age. That is the only fee-based program that we have in the Department of Family Centered Program.
That's fabulous. Now, Larry, I have to address this to you. How did you become connected with such a program? How did you find the First Family Resource Center?
I think I start with a connection with other moms, talking about the Emerson Family School, and then my son, he started the daycare. But I was not very happy because I was at home. I want to stay with him, but at the same time I want to work in my projects also, so I just want to have a little break or a part-time thing. And then I found this support with this incredible woman.
She is incredible.
And then all of them, all the teachers, they are very supportive. So I just want to work in something for me as a woman, not just me as a mom. So they gave me this chance.
You were able to find yourself, and so many times as women we forget about who we really are. You found that balance of being a wife, mother, and then not only that, finding the joy of what you would like to do in life. Now, you are a physical therapist. I have to add that. Yeah. And I've heard a wonderful physical therapist as well.
Thank you. Yes, and that's why I want to improve myself to be always better, because we can always learn something from everybody. So I'm learning every day with them, and they are very supportive. I really recommend their programs.
Awesome, awesome. Give us a little bit more insight about your programs, the goals and the visions.
Okay. Well, you guys are giving me a lot of accolades, but Dr. Joan Butler is the director of this program, and she gets out there and identify all of these potential funding sources for our program. So we really, and she started it in the Family Center program started in 1994. And its goal was to help empower parents, give them resources to help them be better parents and to make for a better school district and better community. And we provide the lifelong experiences. We even start, this month we are doing childbirth classes. So it's before the baby is even born, we start telling parents, it's important that you read to your baby in your womb. The classes are every Tuesday night, and they're absolutely free. Every Tuesday evening, you just have to call us and let us know that you're interested, and we'll sign you up, and you participate in these activities.
What's the number to call to someone that's actually watching us now?
It's 320-4067. A senior moment. But you can always...
We all have those.
Yes, or you can call, might be easier, the Starkville School District, and just ask for the Family Center programs, or, any department in the school district should be able to direct you to our number. But 320-4607 is the Family's First Resource Center.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guess what, guys? We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The official off-site sell-off is happening now at the Walmart Supercenter in Columbus. Truckloads of low-mileage one-owner vehicles are being shipped in for this once-in-a-lifetime money-saving event. Many have remaining factory warranties and have barely been driven. These vehicles have undergone a 125-point inspection and are ready to be sold to the public. Every make, every model, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, even luxury vehicles. Payments starting at $79 a month with zero down. Prices from $29.95. Don't miss this exclusive event at the Walmart Supercenter in Columbus, going on now. Bad credit? Forget it! You've just been pardoned from past credit problems because Carlock Kia issues you credit amnesty. Yes, it's true. Carlock Kia wants to finance you no matter what your credit looks like. Drive any vehicle like the 2012 Kia Sorento crossover for zero down, $99 a month with a huge selection to choose from. Divorce? Okay. Bankruptcy? Okay. Repo? Okay. You're approved with credit amnesty. Now is your chance to buy at Carlock Kia, where everybody rides.
Hi, we're back, and we're bridging the families, communities, and yes, you together to make life a better place. Miss Brooks, now you said you start off your day with coffee. What does that do for you?
Nothing. simply do it to have a conversation with my husband.
Because family is so important, and that's a wonderful moment that you do take that time with him. And we want to say hello to you too, sir. Thank you for allowing her to come on. And hugs and kisses to Dr. Joan Butler. We call her the grant writing queen. She makes it happen for all of us. Now let's jump back into this. We've talked about our preschoolers, the programs that are available. Let's talk a little bit about the GED classes that are available for someone who maybe has possibly given up or they're thinking about, just having a self-accomplishment of getting or receiving their GED.
The GED classes start at 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, Monday through Thursday, and then 12 o'clock noon on Friday, 8 to 12 on Friday. So it's really no excuse. And of course, those classes are free too. So you can come in, sign up with the ladies. And what we're also doing in February and March is having some East Mississippi Community College instructors are coming to the center Friday mornings at 9 for the most part, and talking about different career interests. Someone may be interested in changing careers or finding a new job or trying to identify themselves as a place to find a new job. And so we're doing vocational programs of what it takes to get involved in fields like electronics, automation, machine shop weld, auto mechanics, cosmetology, nursing, commercial truck driving, food service, hotel management, and that will be going on throughout February and March. And if the response, we really need people to participate in the programs, because if we are setting up the programs and there aren't any participation, then we'll discontinue them. But we're trying to get the word out that these things are available at Emerson, and we want people to come, and they are free. And I understand that sometimes when people think things are free, they don't think they are value. But we know that the economy is kind of bad now for people. A lot of people are out of work. And so it's designed to help improve people, not to put a financial strain on anybody. So we invite, call, we will work with you. Not only Lyria, we'll work with anybody that comes in the door. We have the free classes in parenting. Excuse me. We have fatherhood classes, health and marriage, and this month is Healthy Marriage Month. Yes. And so we really are celebrating being our couples. We encourage that. And we also do classes in abstinence.
Well, you're reaching the students, trying to revamp their minds of thinking sex, as far as being career oriented.
Yes, we talk about goal setting, not only say no to sex, but think about your future. Think about, as a young man, if you father a child as a 16-year-old, that you'll have the financial responsibility of that child, whether you're married to the mom or not, until that child reaches the legal age. So we want them to think just beyond today. We wanted you to think about the future and how it's going to impact your life and the life of a child that you may bring into the world when you aren't financially or even emotionally ready to deal with that.
So when are those fatherhood classes available for those men that are listening?
Generally we try to set those classes when it's fathers are not at work. So we'll do evening classes. We'll do Sunday classes. We'll come to churches to do classes. We are asking churches, like on Wednesday night Bible study, to take a month of their Wednesday evening Bible studies, and we've had churches to do that, and it was wonderful. And we'll feed a light supper if you come directly from work. We give little door prizes to get people excited about coming to take the classes. And so we just want people to call us and say, I have a group of 10 young folks that want to do abstinence at my church on Wednesday night. Could you send someone to do that? And we have very caring instructors to do that and come out and work with churches or community groups or whomever.
Amen. There you're sitting quietly over there, glowing. What advice or just a word of encouragement would you give someone that's watching that's kind of wavering? They want to, get up, find themselves, get a GED, or go to computer classes, or even just take some parenting classes on how to become a better parent. What advice would you give someone that's watching us now?
It's hard to give advice. I think everybody's a unique
well, encourage
person.
them.
Yeah. I think we have to look for the future. Even as a parents, we have to look for what you will be and the example what you're doing or you will be for your children. It's not just, I think parenthood is not just be there and take care of kids. It's more about education. And then if you can improve yourself, they will improve themselves too.
Amen. So what's your inspiration? What keeps you going from day to day?
My inspiration is my family. I stopped working because of my children. I want to raise them. I don't want a third person to raise my children. But at the same time, I have the woman inside that wants to do other things. And I work with health. I love this area, that you can help people with pain or anything. So I just want to keep on track at this time that I stop a little bit. I give it this break for my family, but I want to keep on track and not lose all my
identity of who you really are. And that's so important. She said something so valuable there of how important family is, having a balance. And sometimes as women, we do have to stop from being so busy all the time to invest in our families. You only get one time to raise your children, and it's so important. And having a great support as the center, you can do both, where you're educating yourself and your children are being well taken care of. Give me some insight, Ms. Brooks.
Well, we have this morning, or an average day, we have between 12 and 15 children in the playpen where their parents are in the GED classes, or they may be doing something to improve themselves personally while their children are being taken care of. And in our Project Take a Break program, which is a child abuse prevention program, we have from 12 to 15 in the morning and 12 to 15 different children in the evening, like 4 days a week, with that same concept of giving families a break, letting them develop personally some things that they need to work on. Because our whole department is about making productive families, making them thrive in society.
Hold on one moment. I love that. Thrive in society. Working together to bridge the gap. I love it. We'll be right back.
This week in the Drop Zone at Carlock Kia. Up to $5,000 off Sorrentos and Sedonas in a Drop Zone. Up to $4,000 off Sportages and Optimas in a Drop Zone. Up to $3,000 off Fortes in a Drop Zone. Plus a huge selection of Rios and Souls. Carlock Kia has them all. This week in the Drop Zone at Mississippi's #1 Kia dealer, Carlock Kia, where everybody rides. The official off-site sell-off is happening now at the Walmart Supercenter in Columbus. Truckloads of low-mileage one-owner vehicles are being shipped in for this once-in-a-lifetime money-saving event. Many have remaining factory warranties and have barely been driven. These vehicles have undergone a 125-point inspection and are ready to be sold to the public. Every make, every model, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, even luxury vehicles. Payments starting at $79 a month with zero down. Prices from $29.95. Don't miss this exclusive event at the Walmart Supercenter in Columbus, going on now.
It's coming March 31st, 2012, Starkville Sportsplex, Designed to Shine Woman-to-Woman Conference 2012 with Tammie Tubbs. Their motto is, we're lining our lips with love, adorning ourselves with pearls of wisdom, and taking back what rightfully belonged to us. Workshop sessions focused on women, health, wellness, natural remedies for hair, skin, and body, and more. vendor space is available. For more information, call 662-418-0633 or 404-434-6004 or visit TammieTubbs.com to register. The Woman-to-Woman Conference, March 31st, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m.
All right, listen, you guys, I want to take this moment to share with you that your life is what you make it. You can blame this person, that person, or even look over your, past and say, well, if mom would have done this, if my dad would have been in my life. But guess what? It didn't happen. God gives us a choice, life or death. I want to encourage you on this morning to choose life. Your life is in the palm of your hand. Make the right decisions. Today we have some wonderful women that are empowering you to come and take classes. Have a second chance at what you wanted to do to stir up those gifts that are within you. Now, Ms. Brooks, I want to just ask you just to give some little healthy tips for some single parents, maybe some mothers that are out there right now that are struggling, saying, I don't have any help. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have had this child. And many times, we blame God, but I love it how, the word says that children are a gift from God. So even if you have, a child and you think that you're coming up on the rough side of the mountain, your breakthrough is right there. Just stay faithful and continue to do the best that you can do.
It's really amazing because we have little brochures and handouts for families to encourage them. And these are actually 10 tips for a single parent. And the number one tip is to take care of yourself.
Amen.
And we've talked a lot about that. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else, not even your own children. And accept help. At Emerson, we're trying to provide that support and help for families. So that's number 2. And number 3 is hold on to family time. Spend time with family. I know we talk a lot about we have our children and this activity, that activity, and we're running around and not being able to just sit down, have a nice supper together, and talk about how did your day go without having our children stressed out so much. And then the 4th one is listen to your children's feelings. Oh, man.
Yes.
And when we sit and listen to what they have to say, life is so much easier.
Yes.
It helps you to understand them. They understand you. And it teaches them respect. We're bigger than our children. So it's easy for us to say, you shut up and, that kind of a thing. But when we sit and we listen to them, and they listen to us, they are learning respect right there. And they won't be so wanting to tell you, I'm not listening to you, Mama, or Dad, I'm not, and saying negative things to you, because you're teaching them respect. And then the 5th one is be happy about having children.
Yes.
And in that abstinence program, if you're not ready to have children, don't try it. Don't go there. You need to be sure that you are ready. And so be happy about your children. Don't make them feel guilty because they were born.
Yes.
And then keep structure in your lives. Children should have a certain time to get up in the morning. They should have a certain time to go to bed at night. That gives them the security to know Mama cares about me. Read a story every night to your children before they go to bed. Make sure they have a bath every night or morning. There are different religious groups that have different routines for their children. But the idea is to have routines for your children that gives them that sense of security. And yes, you need to discipline your children. And it does not mean that you have to spank them. It does not mean that. Discipline simply means that it's from the word disciple, of course, and it just gives you the structure. You should have consequences for your action, but it needs to teach. Discipline means to teach and train. Let your children be kids.
Amen.
Don't allow your children to take on the role of an adult when they are children. Let them be children for a while. And we tend to do that sometimes. I've heard shocking news this week about this role reversal of a mother and daughter. And be optimistic. Don't have doomsday. Be excited.
Yeah.
Your baby got sick. That's not the end of the world. Your baby didn't die.
Amen.
You know? So
Amen.
be optimistic. Be excited about life. Don't let your children see you play the pity party. And the 10th one,
that's good.
Manage your money.
Say that again.
Manage your money. You don't have to buy every toy in the store. You don't have to buy $150 pants. I'm so happy about having dress codes in our schools. I think it's exciting. It takes the pressure off children. It takes the pressure off parents. But it's important to manage your money. If families receive food stamp compensation, manage that. We don't need to eat lobster every day of the week. We don't need steaks every day. We want to make sure that we're feeding our children, and nutrition is so important. Feeding them nutritious meals from 1 month to the next, not where the money, the compensation runs out in the middle of the month. And then you're eating chips for the rest of the month. Food and nutritious meals are so important for brain development, the whole body, and everything. Of course, our state is, last report card, we were the fattest state. And so we need to reduce that, along with teenage pregnancy and a lot of other issues. So these were just 10 tips for any mother. It's specifically for single mothers on this little paper, but it could go for any parent.
Now, you all do have nutrition courses that happen. Leary, tell us a little bit about, did you experience taking any of the nutrition classes or healthy living?
Yeah, I have, and it's a very good experience. I came from another culture, so we know some about natural food and healthy food, but it's interesting how people are engaged to be healthier now. It's very impressive. So yeah, they have classes, I think, every month about healthy nutrition. So
that's a wonderful thing. I think we're #1 in teenage pregnancy. We're about #1 in everything, which is not good at all. You know, diabetes is overtaking us here, and so we have to make conscious decisions of what's right and what's wrong. Although it tastes good, it may not be good for you. We may need to bake and broil instead of frying everything. And I love fried fish and fried chicken, but there are days when I have to get some baked tilapia, you know, with some brown rice and broccoli, because I want to live long. And drink plenty of water.
Yes.
And I know you all, you know, have those resources available. You actually have a resource guide that they can come and pick up for whatever is available to them.
We do. We produce a resource guide once per year, and it has from all of the school districts, all of the most of the doctors, all of the preschools, just any resources, community counseling, telephone numbers, addresses, any information pretty much in one little book here that you can just put on your table and refer to it whenever you need it.
Now, Ms. Brooks, I want you to just look into the camera and just encourage a mother right now that's in tears, one that feels like I failed as a mother. Give them just some words of encouragement.
We are not perfect beings. We are going to make mistakes. And we just have to shake the dust off our feet and say, I will try it again tomorrow. No parent has ever raised a perfect child. No parent has ever been a perfect parent. Start again tomorrow.
I love it. Each day is a new day.
It's a new day.
Start over and keep going. As the kids tell me in the school, Miss Tubbs, it is what it is, and keep it moving. Well, I love you all so very much. Thank you again, Ms. Brooks. Thank you, Lyria, for joining us. I pray that, you know, those that are watching have been empowered, but more importantly, that they will definitely give you a call and reach out so that they can go to the next level of their life. God bless you. We love you, and we'll see you next time on the Tammie Tubbs Show as we celebrate you. Be blessed.
Celebration time. Ooh, yeah, yeah. It's a celebration day. Yeah.